it's the people that go screaming fast around you to get to the same stoplight that you're getting to that drive me out of my mind. This freaking guy, he takes out 2 grandmas, a fire hydrant, and a freaking Cub Scout just to get to me. He was right 1 car in front of me by the time we got to the stop sign. I don't get people. Anyway, I am headed to work, obviously. And it's nice and rainy, so yay. 2 things that I thought were really cool this last week. This is so funny. I found a thermos that we had, and I had made this really delicious leek and potato soup, and so I heated that up, on the stove and put it in the thermos. It was hot. I had dinner that night at work like around 6 or 7. It was still hot in the thermos, which I know that doesn't sound amazing to you, but to me that was amazing. I usually have room temperature lukewarm food because I'm not a fan of microwaving it. If I cannot microwave it, I won't. And lukewarm soup is okay, but it was fantastic hot. Like, I was totally satisfied and quite happy that I was having hot soup. I loved it. Today I just have salad. Oh, I think I forgot my juice. I have pears. I think I forgot my juice. So, I'll have pears and salad and an apple. That's what I brought today. That's fine. Obviously, I can eat off of what I've got here. I'm not going to starve to death today. I have been thinking a little bit about the whole hypocrisy, fat, you're a vegan and you're so healthy thing that goes on. And that's self-talk that goes in your head. And I've decided I don't give a shit. I might be fat. I'm going to be the healthiest fat person that I can be. And right now, I'm not the healthiest fat person I can be because I'm not working out. My sweetheart and I, we went for a run around the block. We're going to do a marathon, and I'll tell you about that later. But, right? So we do this run around the block. We take the dogs because our dogs will run until there's no tomorrow. And, we're walking. And I wanted to do like 90 seconds of walking, 60 seconds of running. I wanted to start doing that. But, we didn't. And then the very end of the walk, it's probably, I'm sure it was a mile. Because it was 20 minutes. And I'm a 20-minute mile if I'm anything. My boo, he says, well, let's run the rest. I'm like, yeah, great idea. Let's run the rest. And it could not have been 2 blocks. And let's just say it was 3 blocks to make me feel better. It was 3 blocks. And so I have one of the dogs, and he has one of the dogs. And my dog is not wanting to be as slow as I am, so I asked him to, can you take her and go run with her, because you're obviously faster than I am. And I'm running. I'm doing a little gait. I'm hopping it. I'm exercising. I'm doing it. And then, there's a point in the run, and you're not kicking ass or anything. It's not like you're being chased by a bear. You're just running. That the skin and fat off of your body starts to shake so much that it actually causes wind resistance and pulls you back. So as I'm running, my butt starts to do this jiggly shake thing and pulls me back a step. So I'm running 1 step, I'm getting pulled back by my butt. And I did not like any of that. I'm going to go on record as saying that was very uncool. I didn't get the stitch in the side, because I know how to breathe and everything else. But the whole, the fat that is not connected to your body tissue that you don't realize when you're walking, because when you're walking, the fat has a nice little gait, gives you a little jump. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. I realized the other day that my arms are so fat, it's like if I had floaties on. And if you just put floaties on your arms, that's what it's like with my arms. And you're always walking around with a happy little doo-doo-doo. And, whatever. That's just what my body looks like right now. But the running was not fun. The running ended up being really kind of a downer. I'm going to keep doing it because I want to do this marathon. Actually, I want to do a lot of marathons. Like, there's one that's like neon in the dark. That sounds like fun. There's a zombie one. There's a ton of these cool marathons, and I'm just sitting at home with my fat butt. So I'm gonna have to buy some spandex or something, some kind of industrial tape that I can secure the loosey-goosey so that I can run. I've never ran before. I hate running. I hate running. Hate it. The last time I ran on pavement was junior high school, and you would have to like do a mile every quarter. I think you had to do a mile, and it was the worst day of the world. I forget what they called it. It was some stupid French name that made you not realize that you're going to run a fucking mile. But anyway, so that was the worst day of school because I knew I had to run. And back then they weren't really like into, well, do a run walk. Do your best. You know, they didn't do that shit when I was growing up. It was like, get your fucking ass out there and run a mile. You know, so the first time I ever did it, I remember crossing the line and I just fell. It was like, thank God that's over. I rolled in the grass. I had my drama moment. You know, thank heavens. The next time I didn't want to be so dramatic. And I realized I wasn't going to die. But it was still painful and horrible and I hated every minute of it. My butt was not a distraction back then. Thank you very much. God, it was a weird feeling too. It was like the whole back side of me was going to fall right off. It was awful. Oh, sweet God. But yeah, compression shorts, duct tape, I don't know, but something back there has to get secured, strapped down before I run again. Anyway, I don't really, you know, I understand that I'm going to be a failure in anything that I do. There's obviously the chance of being a failure. I don't know why I have a problem with failing. Everybody fails. You're not living life if you're not failing. You fail. But guess what? Tomorrow's that new day. So you get to try again. And if you have to try again for the rest of your life, every day is a new try again. Well, but you get that chance to try again. Some people don't even get that. So try again. So I'll try again. And this next time, I'm going to have the compression shorts on. And I'm going to do the 60-90 thing because I think that's a good deal. Although, I was trying to think about how much I actually ran that night. I want to say that I ran 2 blocks, but I can't really put that in the Bible. But, yeah. So I don't even know if I made it to 60 seconds. I think I didn't, to be honest with you. Because you know how when you're in something, time does not go by as fast as you think it does. Unless you're sitting looking at your watch and you're like, 45 seconds, Jesus Christ. You know, so I'm going to say that I did not run for 60 seconds. So there's a goal. Let's have one more goal in my life.